Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. We hope that everybody is enjoying their day so far. It's looking a little gloomy outside. I think we're going to be getting some rain today, you guys. But welcome in to the Queen Mimi Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. And we got a good one for y'all. We don't know why we haven't talked about this topic already, but it's something we always talk about here on the Queen Mimi podcast. Think we discussed it a little bit on our radio show and our blog, and we'll talk in topics as well. Today we're talking about the definition of insanity. We all should know. I ain't gonna say we all know. We all should know what the definition of insanity is. It's basically doing the same thing over and over, but you think it's gonna turn out different. You're expecting a different result, whether that be in relationships, family, business, school, religion, whatever that may be, whatever's going on within you, whatever mistakes you keep making, or choices, should we say, you keep making, is doing the same thing over and over, and you think you're going to get a different result. Now, we all know this comes from real life, like we just said, relationships, career choices, or personal growth. And when you're going through and you're making decisions like that, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to see no real action. You're not. You basically going to get stuck in the cycle. The same one over and over. We don't care what lane it is in your life. And trust us, we know. We've been in relationship after relationship, dealing with family, working for somebody else, which we hated, but we had to do it because we had kids, school, saying, I'm done with this person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk to them no more. I ain't gonna deal with them no more. Then we go back, like I said, family, relationships, personal, whatever, thinking things gonna be different and things gonna change, and they not. They not. Or should we say the person you're dealing with or the situation you're dealing with ain't gonna change. We expect people to be different. We always paint a different portrait or paint a different picture of them. We think they're gonna wake up and see the light. We think that business move, especially when you're not doing it right, is gonna change and be different. We think that family member is gonna be different because we think they're gonna see, okay, they see how they hurting me, they see how they abusing me, so on and so forth. We already said this. You cannot control other people. You can only control the person you're looking at in the mirror every day. You're the only person, we don't care if you're married or not, family, whatever, that you are with 24/7. You're the only person, so you can only lie to yourself for so long. When you lay your head down on that pillow at night, you're the only person that's there with you. You're alone with your thoughts, whatever you did, whatever you said to somebody, you're the only person that's alone with that. So we have to really wake up and realize that we're the ones that have the power, we know we said this already, to change our own life. We're the only ones that got the power to do things different. Stop waiting on other people. Stop waiting for that perfect moment. You know what we're saying? Stop waiting for everything to be lined up, all your ducks in a row. Everything is just peachy keen and everything is all good. It's not gonna be like that. If you're gonna sit around and wait for the right moment, you're gonna be waiting forever. Like we said with us, we ain't got it all together. We ain't got everything we want yet. We working on a lot. We dealing with a lot, but we realize, and like we said before, Atlanta was the last straw. We cannot say that enough. That's when it really hit us, and we mean literally hit us, and physically, because we dealt with domestic violence too. This ain't working. This is not working. I need to do something different. I need to get the hell out of here. We couldn't get out of that city fast enough. Like real talk. We should have been left. We should have been left. But we could not get out of that city fast enough. Like seriously. We realized we had to make a change. We sitting around waiting. We was asked this question in our relationship before, our husband now. Why are you waiting on him to make the move and make the change? Why are you waiting on your family to wake up and change and be different? You need to do that. And we couldn't answer. We ain't had no answer. We just standing there looking like we stuck on stupid. We couldn't answer because we didn't know no better. We was being dumb as hell. It was like, okay, well, they promised me they was gonna do X, Y, Z. They was gonna do A, B, C, and blah, blah, blah. Miss me with that. People give you empty promises and broken dreams all the time. Go by what they doing. Don't go by what they say. Don't get with somebody just because they look good or jump on that business opportunity because it looks good. Do some research. Get to know that person. We know from experience. Everything we say is from experience. You want to go to school, start a business, whatever it is. You see that family member keep doing the same stuff over and over, that person you so-called in love with, they say they love you, they keep cheating on you, verbally abusing you, physically, whatever the case may be, they're not going to change. They have no love for themselves, and they damn sure don't know how to love you. Just being real. Hurt people, and we understand what that means now. A lot of us don't know anything but pain. A lot of us don't know anything but suffering and heartache. And we sit here and deal with it and put up with it and put up with it because we so-called ourselves loving that person and, being in love with them, or they going to wake up and see the light. They going to change or do something different. No, that's insane. Stop making that same pattern over and over again. Stop making that same choice. Now, the first time, what's that phrase? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Think that speak for itself. You let somebody fool you the first time, it's their fault. You stay around knowing what this person is, knowing who they are, you ain't got nobody to blame but you after that. That's just like somebody cheat on you and you stay, or they put their hands on you and you stay. Not saying anybody deserves this. We're not saying that, but you know how this person is now. So now you need to move accordingly and do what you need to do to get out of that. You choose to stay in there like you in some dang on country and western song, like everything just gonna magically get better. You're gonna have a happy ending. No. That person ain't got no love. They ain't got no righteousness in them. They have nothing pure and good in them at all. So it's not gonna change. So you have to get out of that. Why we repeat these patterns? That's a good one. Why we repeat these? Tell you one story about us. The first time we saw anybody argue or any form of domestic violence was, yes, our mom. The guy she was with was pretty much the only father figure we knew. And we remember being a little girl and we was laying down in bed and she called us, us and our sister, knocked our sleep, called us to come into the living room to watch them argue. And we remember she was standing in the doorway to the kitchen. We were living in an apartment at the time in Florida. And he was standing at the door with a bloody hand. She had a knife in her hand. His hand was bloody. Till this day, I cannot tell y'all what that argument was about. I don't know what went down, but that's the first thing we saw. We used to hear her argue and go back and forth with people all the time, break up, get back together. Oh, I love you. I can't stand you. I'm going to make this move. I'm going to do this. We watched our mom work on starting businesses and never finished it, never went through with it. But we did watch her, work regular jobs too. We did. So that's where we get our drive and our hustle from our moms. We started stuff and then finished it. Same here. So we're not finna sit here and say nothing negative. And we're not speaking nothing negative about our moms, but that was the first example we remember. So we sitting here as a kid. How old were we? I think we was like 10, 11 years old. We were in elementary school. And of course, we was going through child abuse at that time too. So all that can affect you, psychologically. And we, that was our first real phase of anxiety. Dealing with fear, it seeped deep down to our subconscious. We had dreams and it followed us. So in our head, to sum it all up, we thinking this is normal. We thinking this is okay. This is how you're supposed to be in relationships. You're supposed to fight and argue. You're supposed to break up and get back together. You can't stand each other. You have kids and then y'all can't even co-parent and all this stuff. We thought that was normal. So growing up, eventually we got into relationships, had our kids, excuse, so on and so forth. We thinking, like we said, that's normal. It was comfortable. It was love. It's not. It's not. And that's what caused us to keep going back, to stay in that abuse, to stay in that toxic relationship, to stay in that horrible, horrible situation. And we know that's why a lot of people fall into a certain path or they, go down the wrong path, if you will. We ain't judging nobody. We did it. Um, and they stay with the same person. Ask anybody that's in a domestic violence relationship, even if you're not, it's something that happened in your childhood that's causing you to stay with that person, even though you know deep down he don't love me or she don't love me. We're talking to the women too. He, she, they don't love me. So when you see that type of stuff as a kid, you go through foster care like we did, homelessness, domestic violence. You see your moms doing that stuff, working job to job like a slave. We saw her work so many jobs. She did take care of us. We will say that. And we did learn a lot from her. We will say that too. So like I said, a piece of us wouldn't be who we are today or be the mother that we are without her example. And yes, that's good and bad. And nobody's perfect. We ain't no perfect parent either. So we definitely made our share of mistakes. So like we said, we ain't judging nobody. But yeah, that's why we went through a lot of what we went through, because we basically repeated the same pattern that she did. And we thought it was normal. We pretty sure she might have thought it was normal too. She might have saw our grandmother do that. We used to hear her say that our grandmom always went out partying, with different types of men coming home, drunk and all that stuff. We saw our mom do it. We wound up doing it. So like we said, we ain't judging nobody, but they got all these little so-called handbooks of parenting and how to deal with life and life coaches and all that. That's bull. No disrespect to nobody, but how can you coach me on my life? You're not living my life. You're not in my shoes. Therapist, you're not going through what I'm going through. You went to school. You was taught how to do this. You know what we saying? They gave you books and notes and all this stuff, and we know because we went to school 4 times. We know this. So they give you, okay, when somebody says this, you do this, blah, 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 blah. When they react like this, you tell them this. Or sometimes they do have their own life experiences. Who knows? But we've dealt with therapy. We dealt with all that. The group therapy with our mom, by ourselves, it didn't help. It didn't help because we realized now we had to change ourselves. We was looking around, same thing with insanity, to other people for acceptance and love and approval and guidance and no F all that. We're not doing that. We put ourselves and we taking full responsibility. We put ourselves through so much hell because we simply did not know better. We kept repeating the same stuff over and over because we simply did not know better. And we're not talking down about ourselves. We done said this 1,000 times, but we didn't. And a lot of people don't. We pretty sure our mom didn't know better. Grandma didn't know better. They did the best they could. I mean, we still here. So we ain't dead. We doing decent. We turned out all right. So she didn't do that much of a bad job. Same thing with our kids. We still getting everybody where they need to be. But, we think we did a decent job. Ain't none of our kids been to jail or locked up. We are a grandmother, but at least our daughter waited until she finished school to have a baby. At least we can say that much. She is working and everything's good. So, we do the best that we can with what we know at the time. And like we said before, we're going to say it again, it was the major thing that we got right. Oh my God, that we finally got right because we was working on so much stuff. Relationships and our family was the 2 major things for us. Real talk. Was the 2 major things for us. We wanted approval from our family, and we was done so dirty. As relationships, we was done so dirty. And no, we're not playing no victim at all. We're not. But the things that happened to us, nah, We didn't deserve that. We're not finna sit here and say that. Absolutely not. So we went through all that. We put ourselves through that. We didn't know better. We was afraid to even step out of like the box, step out of what was normal, and just be who we want to be who we are. We're a little weird. We got different layers to us and all that stuff, but we hid it. Every time somebody says something, we just say, no, okay, I ain't gonna do that no more. I'm saying I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, they don't like it, so I'm gonna change. I'm gonna do this. And I'm saying I'm gonna do that. If I do this, he gonna love me. My mom gonna approve of me. Man, all right. Approve and love yourself. You don't need it from anybody else. We had to learn this. We're telling y'all the hard way. We were so loyal to a lot of people in our past doing the same stuff over and over. Same result. We got discarded, pushed to the side. We got shunned. We got judged. We was misunderstood. Nothing good was ever said. And that caused us to not say good things about ourselves. Change that. We were so mean to ourselves. So mean. And we think, scratch that. We know that's an understatement because we were so mean to ourselves. We were horrible. We did not love ourselves. Not because we didn't have it, but we were so busy loving other people and wanting to be there for them, we neglected so much within us. We diminished so much within ourselves. We just laid it by the wayside, like, I'll get to it later. You know what I'm saying? I'll take care of that later. It's all good. And I ain't got to do it right now. I got time. No, you don't. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Real talk. It's not promised to nobody. And we have to realize that people that already done passed away, pretty sure they had plans for the next day. Or people that don't make it through today, pretty sure they have plans for tomorrow. They have plans for today, whatever it is. You're still here. We're still here. So whatever Allah needs us to do, we know everybody's on follow a different religion. Whatever Allah needs us to do, we got to do it. We ain't even promised, and we under Islam. We could still leave this earth any day. Just saying. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy, and we realized, like, Atlanta, oh, that was it. We was like, we are so tired of being there for people, and we don't get the same thing in return. We know people ain't perfect. We know this. But if you see somebody's loving you and they down for you and they taking care of you and looking out for you, don't do them dirty. Come on, man. And the way we got taught to and treated in all our past relationships, it affected us in a major way, but we still kept trying because we still believed in love. And we still do. We still was making the moves and putting in all that effort, wearing ourselves out. When we finally got up here in Chicago, we was like, that's the first time we ever really got to sleep, get some rest, and we got away from all that we needed to so we could do things different and figure out what does Manima want to do with her life? What's going to make us happy? What's going to give us fulfillment, make us get out that bed every morning? What do we want? Forget what everybody else want. No shot, no disrespect to them, but what do you want? What motivates you? What makes you happy? Who do you want to be? What's that vision you have in your head? And it's just the beginning of things that we did to really change. And then we had to realize, no, we wasn't perfect. Yeah, we messed up. We were stupid as hell. But we didn't deserve to be hurt that deep. We didn't deserve to go through anything we went through. But, bright side, it made the strongest, most powerful, most fierce, the best version of ourselves possible. And we still have so much learning and growing to do. That's the beautiful part about everything we've gone through. That's why we talk about it so much, because we're still here. We don't even accept excuses from anybody. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm too far gone. My dad did me wrong. My mom did me wrong. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We know. We know. Please believe. But what you going to do with them stones and them bricks that's been thrown at you? We know. Trust us. Everybody we trusted. If we looked like what we've been through, we would look horrible. We look beautiful now. Don't get us wrong. Yeah, no makeup, no weave. We look beautiful now. But, bruh, if we look like what we've been through, sis, y'all be like, damn, you still here? Yep. We shocked too, because honestly, we should be either one or two places, either dead or sitting in the prison right now. Because our anger, because we was angry for a while, years, and we mean at least over 10 years we was angry. We had our moments here and there, don't get us wrong, but for about that amount of time, we was angry at people that did us wrong, at our past, at our mom, and that was our excuse we was using to get into relationships. And while we acted so ghetto and ratchet, we like, no, yeah, you've been through foster care, you've been abused, you've been through X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but you're grown now. So every decision you making, whoever you choose to get involved with, that's on you. No, you can't control other people, but whatever you do now, that's on you. You grown. Your mom did her best. It wasn't perfect, but you raise your kids and you teach them the best you can, and the rest is up to them. It's up to them. Just like we tell our kids, we give them advice. We, don't want to be that overbearing grandma, that overbearing mom. We want our kids to fly, spread their wings, whatever path they go down. We ain't got to agree with it. We don't. But we just tell them, make it mean something to you. And we're going to say that to y'all. Make it mean something to you. The money going to come. We know that, whatever you're doing. But help people along the way too. And just make it mean something. Don't just do it for you. That's what everybody does. They do stuff for themselves and don't really think about anybody else. But you have to, because this world don't just revolve around one person. Absolutely not. So yes, repeating the same thing over and over, we have to wake up at some point. We've seen people go through hell and high water in relationships and they were able to work it out good. We applaud that. We've seen people, make different business moves and they finally found that niche that they was good at. Cool. That one relationship, that family member, a lot of us that cut our family off, we know we have. Cool. We say to each his own. Whatever fits you, whatever works for you, do it. If it's going to bring you peace and happiness and get you to a better, place in your life, do it. By all means, you don't need my approval. Forget me. I ain't in the equation. Because we definitely finna do what we got to do for our life. Forget that mess. But, yeah, man, we can't say it's enough. We're going to keep saying it here on our shows, man. You got the power. Whether you male or female, we talking to everybody today, which we do all the time, but you got the power. You got the power to change your life. You don't like it. You don't like who you with. You don't like who you are, what you got going on, your job, whatever it is. You got the power to change it. You can have the best life possible. You ain't got to be no millionaire, no billionaire. If that's what you want, hey, go for it. We know we are. We're going to be making some moves, baby. We got to get a car and do all that stuff, but you want to do that? Shoot for it. Help other people when you get there too. And like we said, let's make it mean something. Don't be out here blowing your money like you a dang on Kardashian or something, like you just balling. Invest, make it, have something to show for it. Is basically what we getting at. So yeah, man, stop doing it. It's crazy. And people promise you, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna be different. Your family too, and they not. They really not. They don't give not one damn. They really not. They show you who they are. And now, one of the major things that helped us cut people off is we just saw them for who they were. We stopped painting a different picture. We're not judging, but we just went by the actions and what we saw, how they talked to us and all that stuff. So it ain't judging, but we see it. We should have saw it from the beginning, but we see it now. You never loved me. You didn't give a damn about me. You could have just said that and left me alone. I'm just saying. Anyway, people show you. What they say, actions speak louder than words. We know that phrase all too well now. For real. Actions speak louder than words. So people promise you something. Look at their actions. Look at what they're doing. They try to give you advice. Look at their life. That's insane to listen to somebody else and crazy as hell. They ain't got their life together. They ain't got it all figured out. Yeah, all that. Okay, y'all. So what we're finna do, stop running our mouth for a minute, and we're going to take a break and play some music for you guys, and we will be back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. We'll be right back, y'all. All right, y'all. Just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. And thank you to everybody for joining us. We greatly appreciate y'all so very much. But for those that are just joining us, we're talking about the definition of insanity, you guys. So to take a couple of steps of action and to close out, acknowledge the pattern. Number one, acknowledge that what you're doing is not working. Like we said earlier, we realized that what we was doing, moves we was making, the people we was around, all that stuff is not working. Remove yourself, cut them off. It's not being selfish. You are not doing anything wrong by saving your life, protecting your peace, and distancing yourself from people that don't want to see you succeed, that just drain you. Because we can promise you that will drain you. You ain't gotta believe me, but it will. We can promise you that. Change your whole mindset. Remember and remind yourself that you cannot control other people. You can only control yourself. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody's here to save you. Change your mindset and be like, I don't want this. This is not bringing me peace. This is not making me happy. None of that crap. I need to do something different. I want better for my life. I love myself. I value myself. Be intentional and do it on purpose. Take action. Don't just sit around complaining. Don't be sitting around saying, I'm going to do this, later, procrastinating. Get to work. You don't care how small the step is, take it. Take it. Whatever that is, make some form of a move. You leave in a relationship, you ain't got no plan B, find a shelter, find somewhere you can go. Make sure you still got a job, way to make money, all that stuff. We didn't do that. Please make sure you got some kind of plan together before you just bounce into a relationship, especially an abusive one. Please, and we are serious on that. Have a plan together, because ain't nothing in this world promised. Surround yourself, like we just said, remove them negative people, get rid of them. Find people with the same mindset. We know that's going to be hard. Trust us. It's easier said than done. That got the same mindset as you, that want to make moves like you, that want to change their life, be better. Surround yourself with millionaires, billionaires, people that got actual knowledge that can help you make some money, invest, whatever the case may be. Get away from them people that's complacent, comfortable. They're cool with being where they at, continuing to be a slave, working a 9 to 5, being on somebody else's job. They got small brains, small minds, and small goals. Get away from the people. And don't tell them what you're doing. We cannot say that enough either. Once you decide to make these moves, keep your schedule. Don't bring no attention to yourself, but keep working on what you need to do in the meantime. Eventually, you're going to pull away from them. They're going to start noticing. Just tell them, I got a lot going on. I'm just working on some things, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into it right now, but I'm working on some things. People going to pry and try to find out. They're going to pry and try to find out. Trust us. Trust us, they're going to try to find out because they knows it. Ain't got nothing else better to do than put their nose all in your business. Oh, man, that's funny as hell. But the most important one on this list to us is be patient. Please be patient with yourself. This is something we have to remind ourselves of every day when we get out there and we be doing DoorDash. We be like, well, what if I don't make enough? What if I don't? What if I can't? What if I? Calm the hell down. Our brain runs 1,000 miles a minute, partly because we have so much stuff going on. We are working on so much. We got husband, kids, fam, our personal things going on, schedule, work, all that. So that's one of the reasons why we take at least one day off during the week. We still be doing our live streaming videos and stuff, but we don't drive around, we don't work, we ain't out there with all that craziness and that foolishness. We take a day, just chill, write you something, make some music, make some beats, do your videos. We love doing those and work on your shows and stuff. We be sitting here at home just relaxing and chilling right here in this chair. We be in the bed with our little table and we just work on what we can. Focus on what you can do for that day. The past is done. Your future, you ain't got there yet. You're right here in the present. Don't worry so much. That's what we have to tell ourselves. You make one move, you do one good thing during the day, pat yourself on the back. You did a good job today. You're doing everything you can. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting around the house being lazy, especially you be working every day, taking care of them kids, going to work, school, whatever the case may be. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Take you a mental day. Take you a mental break, because this world is getting crazier and crazier out here. We don't know what the state gonna be. We don't know what the outcome of a lot of this stuff gonna be, but can't control that either. You cannot control that either. Just take care of you, take care of your fam, and just do the best you can. Especially making moves in the right direction, just be patient. Your time is gonna come. As long as you don't give up or quit. For the love of Allah, do not give up. Do not quit on yourself. You are worthy. You are worth it. You are beautiful, handsome, whatever the case may be. Your presence in this world matters. And you loved. Love yourself. Hug yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People gonna think you weird because they ain't gonna do it. They too proud. They got too much pride. They too cool for that. Love yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Hug yourself. So there ain't nothing wrong with that. Empower yourself. Read some affirmations. Say them to yourself. Whatever they may be. We know everybody's different. Say positive things. We said earlier we were so mean to ourselves. Please, y'all, don't be mean to yourself. Do not do that. You're going to damage your health in ways you never imagined. You're going to hurt yourself in ways you've never imagined. And we know people be like, that'll never happen to me. We said the same thing. We tried to unalive ourselves a couple years ago. We were still living in Florida. We kept saying such horrible things to ourselves, like, you are ugly, you stupid, you deserve what they did to you. You are a bad mom, you are a bad person. No, y'all a liar. Get them thoughts out of my head, which you can control as well. You can't control your thoughts because your thoughts are going to become your actions. If you sit around always thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, you're going to start making moves and you're going to start doing stupid stuff and it's going to come out. That's why we can't stand when people, oh, I'm happy, I'm happy. Happy people don't go around spreading misery. Happy people don't go around spreading gossip and lies. Happy people aren't even worried about what you're doing. They focused on them. They take care of themselves. They love themselves. You can see it in their clothes. You can see it in their skin, their eyes. People think we fooling, but now we able to look and we live that. We can't say this enough. We went to school for business and we thank our teacher to this day because he helped us. People just don't even know in so many ways. We started going to school for business office administration, y'all. We got a diploma in that. And when we first started going, we was jumped out the bed. We just threw clothes on, didn't even iron them, didn't even do nothing to take care of ourselves. Couple months in, going to school for business, we started slowly but surely getting our hair done. Then we started getting our nails done. We started changing our clothes, started dressing a little more sexy, like feminine. You know what we're saying? Because you in the business field, you can't go around people looking like that. First impression is everything. We know this. That's why we're working on ours, even doing our live stream. Yeah, we sit down. We still finna be A1 as possible out of here. Motivate yourself. Take care of yourself from the inside out. Like we said, if it's perfect example with us, I think we said this already. Our anger, our attitude, we had to check that. Whether we was wrong or right, whatever, we had to check that. We hated that about ourselves. We actually, contrary to popular belief, we hate arguing. But it always starts because of miscommunication and somebody misunderstanding what we said or we misunderstanding what they said, whatever the case may be. It always starts with that. We actually hate arguing, which we stopped a couple months ago. We was like, no. We down on the floor crying out to Allah, like, what did we do? I'm sorry. Like, we just, that was it. That was it for us. We said, I'm not finna be this low ever again. I'm not finna put myself this low ever again. I don't deserve it. No, we ain't perfect, but we think we're a decent person. You know what I'm saying? We think we right, we doing good. We doing things that we know nobody else we know is doing. Or should we say used to know? Because we don't even talk to them no more. So, see you. But, and don't be afraid to share your experience. We first started doing our shows, we had to find different topics and stuff to talk about. And I would just like share it. Talk about it. People gonna judge you anyway. Might as well. Who cares? Shoot. You hear rumors about yourself and you be like, well, damn, what I do? What am I going to do next? Like, huh? That'd be crazy as hell. But you can rewrite your story. Rewrite. Say it again. Rewrite. Start over. Refresh. Reset as many times as you have to. At least you got the balls to do it. A lot of people are never going to do that. They're never going to hold themselves accountable. They think their life is the They think they don't stink. They think they is perfect and they is God's gift to everybody. No. No. And people think that when they come into your life, it makes this big dramatic change. No. No, especially when I lost a parent. They've already been through hell. No. And you threatening to leave them, you telling them to leave and all that, you think they're going to be, oh, okay, my bad, baby, I'm sorry, I ain't going to do that. Why do you think we left Atlanta? We was given an ultimatum. Anybody that knows us, and I mean really know us, don't ever do that. Because we're going to always pick the decision you don't want me to pick. You think my life and my world revolves around you? You must not know how powerful we are. All right. Male or female, you have the power. You can rewrite your story, start over, refresh. You know what I'm saying? You the creator, you the author. Can't nobody do it but you. That's it, that's all. Nobody else can do it but you. So who better to be the hero in their own story other than you? Who better out of here? So yeah, them just a few things, y'all. And break that pattern. Break it. You have to realize I am not my past. I'm not my mistakes. I'm not around them people anymore. I can do something different. And you can. Nobody can do it for you. They can't want it more than you. Say that again. They cannot want it more than you. Save your life, get a job, whatever it is. They cannot want it more than you do. That's improbable. That's insanity. It's not going to work. You have to want it more than anybody. How bad do you want it? That simple, that easy. And people be like, but it's so hard. It's so difficult. No, it ain't. You're just afraid. You don't think it's going to work out. You don't have enough faith in yourself. You don't have enough faith in your life, so on and so forth. Yeah, all that good stuff. Then my earring just fall out. Well, you don't have enough faith in yourself, enough belief, all that good stuff. Take this other one off. You're ashamed to be embarrassed. You're ashamed for things that happen. Don't be ashamed. That's all. Earring just fell out. We're going to keep going. All that good stuff out of here. Nobody is perfect. Everybody out here going through something, and a lot of people could really use more compassion. They want it, but they don't ever want to give it. Never do. And that's crazy as hell. How you expect to get something you're not putting that same energy out here in the world? That makes no sense, y'all. Oh boy. But yes, we're finna go ahead and take our last and final break. We're gonna give you guys all our social media. Then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We got a couple of things we got to handle today because we got a feeling we're gonna have to snap on somebody. But we're gonna do it the right way, y'all. We're gonna let people know because we're not biting our tongue anymore. We're gonna do it the mature way, the adult way. Y'all know how I go. Because we have to make sure we stay different and we be different. We ain't gonna be perfect. But we gotta handle some business when we get off of here. Make a long story short. So we're going to take our last break, you guys, and play some more music. And we will be back on the Queen Mimi Podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. right, y'all, and just like that, we are back on the Queen Mimi podcast on another episode of our Sunday Positivity Talk. So, as always, you guys, we are going to give you all of our social media where you can follow us, check out the Queen Mimi podcast and all our other shows. So, first and foremost, you can catch the Queen Mimi podcast this and every Sunday live, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We did get started a little late this morning. Y'all had to take care of some business. We're going to take care of some more when we get off of here in a few minutes, you guys. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep it moving. So yes, you guys can catch the Queen Mimi podcast, Positivity, Motivation, and Resilience, hosted by yours truly, someone that has faced challenges like mental health, domestic violence, and of course, personal growth. So we hope you guys join us and come along with us on this wonderful, wonderful journey that we have going on here. All that good stuff. And of course, you can follow us on all of our social media. Subscribe to our YouTube, The Queen Mimi Podcast. You can follow us over on LinkedIn, Queen Mimi, Twitch, Queen Mimi 85, TikTok, The Queen Mimi Podcast. Hopefully, our app don't go nowhere, y'all. Clubhouse, Queen Mimi 77, and of course over on Red Note, Queen Mimi as well. And you guys can catch us over on our YouTube channel the first and third Friday of each month. We just went live last Friday. Went good, and we're gonna keep that up. 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Basically talking about the same topic we do on our Sunday Positivity Talk. So you guys go over there, subscribe to our YouTube, and we will make sure we subscribe back. All that good stuff. And of course, like we said, you can follow us over on our TikTok. We go live on there the first and third Wednesday of each month, and every Saturday and Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go live 8 p.m. the first and third Wednesday of every month, you guys. And of course, we cannot forget Twitch. You can catch us live over on that platform as well. The Queen Mimi podcast every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You can catch the Queen Mimi radio show. We're talking topics in the Queen Mimi blog in this exact order: Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Each show, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all go over there, follow us on all those platforms as well. And of course, you can catch all of our shows, the Queen Mimi podcast, Queen Mimi radio, We're Talking Topics, and the Queen Mimi blog on any podcast streaming platform: Anchor, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts, just to name a few. So yes, you guys go over there and follow us, like, share, comment. We want to get our show out to more people, let everybody know who we are, so on and so forth, what we do. We absolutely love it. We know everything is going to fall in place. We keep doing things different and operate different and move differently. And we're going to get to where we need to be, because nobody can stop us but us. Nobody's going to help us but us. And, all that good stuff. So we're going to get off of here. Enjoy the rest of our day, you guys. And we hope that you do the same. We'll talk to you guys Tuesday on the Queen Mimi radio show. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. It's daylight savings time, y'all. So we hope y'all enjoy that extra hour of sleep. Get some rest. Take care of yourself. Y'all stay blessed. Stay safe, and we'll talk to y'all next time. Thank y'all so much again for coming through to join us. We appreciate y'all so much, and y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.